So yesterday I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw this. Now, I don't know what was going on, but I did some digging and found out it's from a new show called The Idol, and it's created by The Weeknd. And I wanted to know if it was any good, so I decided to sit down and spend the next 2 hours of my life watching the first 2 episodes. And right off the bat,
that shit was ass.
I mean, this is easily the horniest show I've ever watched. Like, if you want context for what's going on here, that's too bad, because I watched the show and I still can't tell you why they was doing this. Like, I don't know what The Weeknd was thinking when he wrote this, but I'm convinced the only reason this show exists is because he wanted to smash Johnny Depp's daughter. I mean, it seems like they wanted to tell this deep story about the dark reality behind being an influencer, kinda like how Euphoria tells a good story about addiction and other personal struggles. And they do that at first, but then they just swerve straight off the highway and it quickly becomes cringe softcore corn featuring The Weeknd. But surprisingly, the acting is actually pretty strong. I was expecting some Brazzers level production, but the actors did a pretty good job reading off those horrible lines. But one thing the show does get right is its comedy. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, this was kind of funny. Like, some of the moments were just so ridiculous, I couldn't help but laugh. Like, there was this whole plot line where they were treating the main girl like the second coming of Kim K because a pic of her with cum on her face got leaked. And I just found it so ridiculous that they thought this pic held any of the generational weight this one has. Like, the Kim and Ray J tape is so infamous that it has its own rating on IMDb. But The Weeknd is definitely the star of this show. I mean, there's not a single scene with him that I just couldn't control my laughter. Whether he's reading literal foreplay or just practicing his riz.
Hello, Angel.
I could never take this seriously, especially knowing that he co-signed all of this. Like, if I had to rate the show, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10, because not much happens in the show besides sex, and even the sex is kind of mid. But there is one scene that I think really shows the duality of this show, and it's when they're shooting a music video, and it shows the blood and pain she's going through to make it perfect, and she's really trying to live up to these crazy high expectations being set on her. And it's actually a really well shot and polarizing scene. But then it just cuts to The Weeknd watching a twerk in his underwear while he shocks him with a shock collar.
I'm out. You think I'm about to? I'm not watching this. Look, I'm tired of it.